Is that just what we're doing now?
I guess so.
Is that just what we do?
There are two constants in life. There's 1-2 oatmeal and there's Stakataka. That is
Yes,
the constants
1-2
in our
oatmeal,
podcast.
Stakataka. So
Shut
1-2
up plus
oatmeal is
ratio
death,
plus
and
Stakataka.
Stakataka is taxes. That is our equivalent. Death and taxes. So 1-2 oatmeal and Stakataka.
Yep.
Stack of taxes.
If you flip over Stakataka, you could eat oatmeal out of them.
Oh,
True.
wait, that's a big bowl.
You just become like a
That's a
giant
big
cup.
cup. But it's full
And what's
of
funny?
eyes.
What's funny is his legs are on top. He can't turn himself back over. He's like a turtle.
No, dude, I imagine him like falling over. You don't have to get past his defenses. You just have to push him hard enough, and then he falls on his side and he can't move.
And then the upside down Stakataka, natural predator of the Xerneas. At that point, we could fill him up with milk and cereal and allow our Xerneas to have a nice meal.
Bro, we've
Xerneas
eaten
What is
Stakataka.
he gonna do about it? What is Stakataka gonna do about it if we just tip him over?
A
We've eaten
nutritional.
Stakataka's ass in the quote retweets, bro. I don't know why we roasting our mans like that.
Nutritional breakfast.
This is the anti-Stakataka podcast. I'm pretty sure we all love Stakataka is the funny thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, no,
like,
Stack is awesome.
Yeah.
the whole reason I won your tournament thing that you ran back
Yeah.
a while ago.
Welcome to the what?
Hi,
What?
welcome to
Podcast.
round
I was
one,
gonna
the
say.
podcast where route one is route one. What were you saying, Murkiri?
Welcome to the podcast. Hey guys.
Yeah,
welcome
we're a
to the
podcast, by the way. Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah,
What's a podcast?
round
Podcast.
one. It's the funniest
Podcast.
zigzag on the
It's
front.
so true. What's a podcast? Route 1.
Podcast.
Oh my god, this is already going off to a
Let's
great
go to
path.
topics. Let's
Topic.
head over to topics.
Do you like
Sorry,
my
let's
topic?
read.
Do you like my topic? I like my topic.
Okay, so we have the best
Podcast.
grass type. There's no Route 1 in Hoenn, and a picture of Esam in a scarf.
Why does he have
Sam, that's a picture of me, you
that's
fucker. Are you kidding me?
Why have you
Atrix mold is a silly mode.
Why did
Put an edit on screen of it. It does look like Esam.
Yeah, if you like, I didn't realize it was you because it's been edited so much. Why are you
Glasses
bald?
on. I guess Esam does wear glasses.
Why is Furfrou is a cryptocurrency in our topics?
I would love to explain.
Yes.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay.
Guess we're starting off with a bang.
Yes, I'm sorry. This realization hit me like literally an hour ago, as you could tell by the timestamp when I sent that message. And I also made a tweet about it. Follow me on Twitter because I shill. But like, okay, so they updated the Pokemon Home and the Pokemon Home app so that if you're doing GTS trades on the app, then you can specify which form you want of a Pokemon. So you can specify Galar, Moltres, or Moltres. Normal Moltres, you know? So, you know, it's useful for trading things, but you can also specify things like what Vivillon pattern you want, or what Furfrou pattern you want. And for some reason, I go onto the GTS, I'm thinking, maybe I can find, like, I have this Landorus. Maybe I can see if other people are trading Landorus for Landorus so I can re-roll for, like, IVs or whatever. It's all Furfrou. Look up any Pokemon right now on the Pokemon Home app of the GTS. Everyone wants a Furfrou because you could specify which haircut you want.
Oh my god. and no one bought X and Y.
And then, no, here's the thing. Here's the kicker. Apparently, if you put Furfrou into Pokemon Home /bank, it gets rid of its hairstyle. You can't.
What?
You can't trade the Heart Trim Furfrou into Pokemon Home and then trade it on the GTS. It just will go back to normal Furfrou. The only way you can have different patterns is if you catch it and go. So people
what
are
the
like black market trading Furfrou for all these random legendary, like Zacian. I'll have to find the screenshot, but I looked up Zacian and it's everyone wants a Furfrou for the Zacian.
You have to pay like real money for that too in Pokemon Go to trade shit into.
Wait, do you have to pay to change the haircuts on them?
No, not to change the haircuts, but to transfer them into Pokemon Go. If you don't already have the like.
Oh
coins
yeah,
for it.
yeah.
But you just wait like a couple of days and you're
Look
good.
at this.
It's like 10 days, bro.
It's all Furfrou.
I'll put
They all
the
want Furfrou.
image on screen. Oh my god.
Dude.
Yeah, no, I saw this on Dude, I forgot
so
you could get
silly.
Zacian in Pokemon Go because I just like look at somebody's
Level
team on
20
ladder.
Zacian.
Yeah, level 20 Zacian, or like I'll go on ladder and there'll be a guy with just like a with like the Pokemon Go logo on their of the Zacian, and it's like, oh, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Look at all these, dude, for a shiny Landorus is for those Furfroos.
Yeah, shiny Landorus for a heart trim Furfrou. They
know what's
want
funny?
it so bad. It's so funny.
What's
coin.
crazy is that, like, this is probably, I don't know, because, like, a lot of people, if these people, like, were capable of, like, genning in the Furfrou, they would. But
Yeah.
they want the genuine Furfrou. They're like,
Yeah.
like, I want it.
They
I
want the
this heart
genuine
transfer.
heart for, and I don't know if like when you trade it like from Go into the bank, does it just get rid of the form anyway? Like
I don't know.
I don't
but-
think they understand how. This is the new putting a Caterpie in, asking for a Garatina, like
Furfrou.
Furfrou. Furfrou's the new Pokemon cryptocurrency. I'm not crazy, I promise. This is just so funny to me.
If I had a nickel for every single time there was some kind of dog-based currency that blew up overnight, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't much, but it's crazy it happened twice.
Invest in Furcoin. Oh wait,
Invest in
that sounds like a
Furcoin.
furry thing.
Oh god. Fruit
I'll
coin?
spearhead it. I'll
coin.
spearhead it.
I need
got you.
a Photoshop like a golden coin with a Furfrou head on it.
Invest in fur frawlers.
Fur Frawlers.
It's $1.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, fur founds.
For fa-
The Founds.
on a slightly
The
similar
Founds.
topic, I remembered that the first time I ever interacted with Marcos in his stream was giving him a Furfrou team for, I believe, Ultra Series, when you were doing a Use Viewers Teams thing, and it just had Snarl and Roar to get rid of Xerneas. Smile.
Yeah. Now that
That's all
we're
it
closer
did.
friends and you're not necessarily just a viewer, Ash, that team sucked.
It was terrible, but I thought the dog was funny, so I'm like,
Yeah, funny
"Screw it,
dog.
Here you go."
Funny dog.
Yeah, no, I know it was bad. I just thought the dog was sunny. This was funny.
It was funny.
I tried to say silly and funny at the same time, and I said
Sunny.
It's funny.
It's funny.
Bro,
But
I
yes,
can't get over
that
that
is
your
my
name is
tangent.
bald in the Discord right now. I've been like chuckling to myself for the past like 5 minutes.
Why?
I
He's
really
not
can't get over
bald.
it. I know, but I'm imagining it.
I don't. Picturing Murkiri bald is strange. Picturing anyone I know who is not bald as bald is strange.
You know, in high school, like from I don't know. All right, so like from 8th grade up until like my sophomore year of high school, I cut my own hair for 2 reasons: save money. My dad had a trimmer, and also, I had always gotten like just. I never did anything to my hair growing up. It was always just buzz cut, let it grow, buzz cut, let it grow. It was never a thing for me, right? So because of that, because I never did anything to it, it didn't grow like in a way where I could do something to it easily. I would have to let it grow out for a while longer than the normal person would to do anything to
Yeah.
it. Because it would just stick out of my head radially in every direction. So I didn't like it. So I perpetuated the cycle of let it grow, cut it off, right?
Yeah.
So I was like bald every other week. I would just go bald again.
No.
Bold to muck.
And then I
Bald
would like
Marcos.
and then one day I was like, I'm gonna grow it out. And it worked out. And now I feel pretty.
Hell
This
yeah.
is only because I know what you people look like, and imagining it bald in my head is it's too much for my brain to process.
You can probably find a picture of me bald on the internet if you digged hard enough, you know.
I mean, same concept as you could find a picture of me in a bowl cut. If you did.
Yeah.
Wait,
enough.
yo.
I did not. I had negative drip in high school, bro.
No.
Bowl. I used to have like a bowl cut, but it wasn't a bowl cut. It was cut like a normal haircut, but it was a bowl cut regardless.
I've had multiple people tell me I look like a chubby little Vietnamese kid when I'm from the ages of like childhood to like middle of high school, and after high school I just exploded into whatever the fuck this is now. Like
Adult man.
I said no more haircuts. Fuck that. Long hair gang.
Zenkichi from Persona 5 Strikers.
Oh boy.
I have never played Persona. I honestly, if I had to describe Atrix in 2 words, featherless biped.
What? This is a man.
This is a man.
Featherless biped.
I love that
Featherless
meme
biped.
so much.
Is that like... What
It's
is
how
that?
we used.
It
It's
was-
how
it
we
was-
used
it
to
was-
define what a human was.
Yeah, no, it was a
Okay.
philosopher who was pissed because there was like, you know, the classification for being a man, being a human person, was being featherless and a biped.
Because they had never seen monkeys.
Because they had never seen monkeys.
Or
So one
bears.
time, this guy just like walked into a discussion or something and held up like a chicken that was like, you know, like going to be eaten. It had all the feathers taken off. It said, "Behold a man." And so they decided they needed to change the definition.
I remember, that was a really like big meme for a couple of weeks back in 2020. I posted this picture it was a tweet that blew up. I posted a picture of like a Gigantamax Pikachu, and I said, "Featherless, bipedal. This is a man."
This is a man.
A big man.
I love that definition. It's very good. Wait, yo, Dracovish.
It's not very
fits.
robust.
Dracovish.
Dracovish is a man.
Featherless biped.
Is that all
Behold.
it takes? Is
Behold.
That's all it
featherless
takes.
biped? So this makes sense as to why people call me any character for fucking anything. 'Cause
Yeah,
featherless,
it's the
featherless
same thing.
biped plus long hair. That's me. Yep.
Long
smile.
hair and a little bit of facial hair. That's all they need.
Yep.
I've gotten.
I
some
don't
cases.
even know. I've never played Shin Megami Tensei, but if I squinted at you hard enough, you would look at the people in like the Shin Megami Tensei 5 box art, like all the promotional images. You just kind of look like them.
What, the femboy?
Is that what?
Hello? Did you tell me
Is-
something? Ash?
what? Is
Like
that
the-
The guy with the
like the
long
blue
blue
boy?
hair? The blue boy?
the blue guy? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the femboy.
It's just long hair.
This is why it makes no sense to me, Ash. This is why every time somebody's like, "Oh, you look like this character," it's like, bro,
they
what?
just
Do
have
your
long
eyes
hair.
work? Like,
Yeah, it's crazy. Like we have a podcast with an Australian guy, this person from South California. We got me from Chicago, and we have Ken from Street Fighter.
yep, a lot of anime characters.
Ryu from Streets.
Yeah,
Ryu from
we're just gonna compare you. I'm gonna compare you to like every character in fiction from now
I'll
on.
hit a mean short you can, bro. You know what? You want
Damn.
to smoke?
He's
Damn,
going to
brother,
stomp
you're
on
looking
you.
awfully like Nahobino from Shin Megami Tensei 5. That's its name,
I
by the
don't
way.
know what that means. I've never seen or heard.
Why
of
are you
this character.
referring to this
Nahobino?
character as it?
Is it?
What?
I don't
I have
sure
no
if
context for this character.
It's a guy.
Nahobino.
Is that their name?
That
sounds like a drink.
I
does
know.
sound
Sounds like a
drink.
spicy drink.
It's like
One casting Furfrou.
yeah.
That's a decent enough joke.
Furfrou
Murkiri
D's
doesn't know
nuts.
pronouns, shaking my head.
Wait,
I saw a meme today that was like a comment that someone left on something, and it said, "Of course you have blue hair and pronouns." And
Oh my god.
it was the
I hate when people
screenshot
say
was
that.
captioned. The screenshot was captioned with Fire Emblem villains when they find the protagonist. Of course you have blue hair and pronouns.
That's good.
How dare you have pronouns, that thing that everyone has.
I can't believe people have pronouns. God.
Can't believe the English language demands that we have some form of word that just goes there.
Word that goes there. I like that definition.
it's crazy because like feral languages that just don't have that.
We're just gonna say like, you know what? No more pronouns. Hello, Michael.
Michael.
Tell
Michael,
to be-
how is Michael today?
refer to them.
To be fair, they didn't really teach pronouns too well in like elementary school, I think.
Yeah.
They did.
Listen, I didn't know what pronoun meant until like a couple years ago. Like I knew what the words were, I just didn't know
That's a
that's
secret.
what that was called.
There is a
you know?
surprising amount of people I've talked to who do not know what a verb is.
Yeah, like
What?
I get noun confusion
What
for
the
it
fuck?
sometimes. I still don't know what an adverb is. I'll keep the book.
Dude, all right.
It's a word that describes a verb, sir. Like I hastily grabbed something, like
Yeah.
like I quickly drank my drink. You know,
Yeah.
Drink my drink.
drink.
She fell down the stairs Among Usly into her sussy vent breasts.
Excuse
don't
me?
think I don't think I should be on today's podcast.
What do you?
Possessed you.
What was that sentence? Sussy vet breasts.
I'm really going through it today.
What the fuck, Atrix? What are you doing?
Imposter. Sorry. Imposter. Sorry. Imposter. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sussy,
Sorry.
sorry,
Sussy.
sussy,
Sorry.
sorry,
Sussy. Sorry.
sorry.
Oh
Sussy.
my
Oh
god.
my god.
Actually, shut up. You bought a Among Us shirt from Hot Topic yesterday. Shut up.
I did not buy it. It was gifted to me.
Sure.
I did
No,
not
I'm
buy
serious,
it.
it
I
is
took
I
it
know,
off the
dude.
shelf. Invented.
No, it was gifted. It was gifted to me, and it is like almost goes to my knees. It's a nightgown now.
It's an
My
Among Us
nightgown.
dress.
An Among Us dress.
About to hit a sick lick and vent out of his
Yeah,
voice
the
after I
the
stole
deep-
the register, bro.
The devious lick. Actually, would you
Devious
consider
vent.
would you consider stealing an Among Us t-shirt a devious lick or an angelic yield?
A devious lick is stealing something. An angelic yield is replacing something.
This is
Yeah, you're
English.
replacing the
This
Among Us shirt
isn't
with something
English.
that's better.
We're never recording a podcast this late ever again.
This isn't English anymore.
No, there's a thing. It's stupid high schoolers and middle schoolers who are stealing things. And it became like, I just hit the most devious lick, and it started with like soap dispensers, but then people are like, there are whole sinks and like bathroom
toilets.
doors and toilets that are being detached from the school floor and taken. Like someone stole a whole thing of lockers. And so a bunch of like
Fucking
there's so
how?
many- I know, right? It's insane. So my
I
theory,
can see. You just
my
need a single
theory-
crowbar.
Yeah, a crowbar. My theory is that all these kids who were supposed to be in middle school were in middle school during the entirety of quarantine, and so once they're out, they still haven't gotten that chaotic middle schooler, like, I want to be evil thing out of them, and now they're doing it as freshmen in high school.
That makes sense. Yo,
That's what I think is
generation's
happening.
Fucked.
But there's
Wait,
so
that's
many...
crazy. Someone,
Yeah.
some of these kids went straight from elementary to high school.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane.
Yo, keep an eye on that group of people. That's
Yeah,
gonna
no,
be
they're
some interesting
already
stuff to
like
look at.
concerning.
There's
But
a
the
whole
good
lot of
thing-
development that got replaced with Among Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I was learning algebra at your age. You're learning Among Us and how to vent properly, bro. That's fucking crazy.
That's why on Twitter, the Fortnite players keep posting those videos of them building shit so fast. That's what they were doing.
That's what they were doing.
While you were studying, while you were
Gaming.
studying, I was gaming and
I
studying
was
the
speed
Fortnite.
building.
I was practicing the 90s. Holy
God.
shit, dude.
You know, there was technically nothing wrong with it going outside. They just chose not to. Like, you could still play outside,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
They
no,
just
it's
chose
because
not
everybody...
to. Now they just steal.
Yeah, how else are they going to talk to their friends? They go on Discord.
Honestly, that's what I did for the majority of like quarantine and lockdown. Right? I went to
yeah, same
a,
here.
a
But
billion
for
different
kids-
local forest preserves. Like
For kids, when they're
No,
supposed
my
to be going
lockdown-
through and getting out of their crazy, I'm going to be evil devious phase, and now they're doing it in high school, like...
Yeah.
Well,
I
some
mean-
kids did it in high school, the entirety of high school.
My quarantine, it was kind of weird. Because, like, I'm a Pokemon YouTuber. I made a lot of videos. Like, I could literally sustain myself doing content, especially since Sword and Shield just came out. Like,
Yeah.
I was able to make videos. So I was mostly just, like, making videos and doing my classes. And the classes were very easy to pass because they were extremely lenient with how
Yeah,
everything just
because
kind
they
of
were still
happened at
figuring
once.
stuff out.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I was mostly just trying not to get out of shape, and that didn't work, and I got really out of shape.
Same.
yeah, same.
And
same
then-
Put her
here.
there.
I feel you on that one.
And then I managed to afford like enough workout equipment where I just got really fucking yoked the last year of lockdown. I just got yoked.
I'm
Fuck
gonna
yeah.
hit you up with some of the like gym equipment stuff that you've been buying lately. I saw you like this was a while ago. You got the like a bench or whatever it was. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you up in the future on some info about that because I need to get to that too.
Just cheap, affordable, heavy. That is all you need. Cheap, affordable, heavy. It doesn't even matter if it works.
Quarantine destroyed me because the timeline for me was like right before quarantine hit. My car like exploded and I couldn't really drive it around. Okay, let me clarify because this is like, sarcasm doesn't really do too well in here. That was hyperbole. It didn't literally explode. I'm fine. My car's fine.
It literally exploded?
Yeah, I'm dead
Whoa.
right now. You're talking to the ghost of Michael. Anyway, so I couldn't drive it for a while, right? So for like a semester and a half or so in school, I had to bike to community college. So, not the farthest away because it's, within my community, but it's still a pretty decent bike ride. Dude, my legs got fucking huge off that.
Yo.
Because like it was a daily thing and I had just forced to be in shape, right? COVID hits immediately after and my legs, I swear to God, deflated, bro. Because like I couldn't go to the, I didn't have my main path anymore of like biking like that.
Yeah.
And like
I've never really had to work out legs terribly, like a lot. Like I do my legs twice a week, right? But I've always heard like the hardest part of your body to develop is like the calves.
Yep.
And I've always had just like beefy ass calves.
Sometimes
Like, I
you
don't
just
have to
win
do
the
anything.
genetic lottery,
I
Yeah.
deadass think that might be a Mexican handshake for a moment right there because I had the same thing.
Yeah, like Mexicans, like we got crazy calves.
True.
A similar kind of thing happened to me because I was like just starting to go to the gym regularly, like almost every other day. I was working out, and I felt good. And then quarantine hit, and I'm like, fuck. I was like really salty about it too because it was my senior year of high school, because I'm a baby, and so I missed all of that. And it was like just as I was starting to get into really good shape too, and I was like, why? Twas painful.
You know what's great? You know what's even better than being in shape? Getting in shape. It's not better. It sucks.
It
Yeah,
sucks.
sometimes a good workout feels good,
Oh yeah. No, like
and other times it sucks.
I have never been as strong as I am right now because like when I lost all that weight my sophomore year of college, like I got really skinny but I also got really weak. And I was cool with it. I just felt like I looked nice. But now I'm like, damn, I kind of want to like do the middle. I kind of want to don't get that skinny again, but I also want to like be strong.
Yeah.
And I've hit a point where like when I put like my arms above my head, I can feel the meat on my shoulders touching my back. Like I've hit that point because I work shoulders really fucking hard. Dang. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be like Tian Shinhan when I grow up.
the fucking boulder shoulders, dude.
Yeah. The doctor said if your shoulders get any bigger, you'll die. That's why we don't see him anymore.
Jiaozu. Oh my god.
Yeah. Now for me, it was like definitely a product of like my environment as to what my body looked like. Right. Like I was working a really shitty job my first couple years of college doing working for like a restaurant that had just popped up, like a local Italian steakhouse in my area. And they were not ready to open. So like I was basically working like 12-hour average days, like basically. It really fucking sucked, but like I'm glad I got out of there. But because of that, right, like the constant moving around and only eating like not a large amount of calories per day because I just didn't have time to eat very often.
Yeah.
That slimmed me down, and then immediately after I left, right, started working at a grocery store, and just the sheer moving shit there, right, like that. Yeah, definitely beefed up my upper body, and then the biking thing happened that I already talked about with the car. So it was like I developed everything. COVID hits, everything undevelops, and I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I feel
Same
that.
here.
It's-
Now that I've been walking around campus a bunch, and my campus is all like super hilly, so almost all everything I gotta go to is uphill. So I'm starting to like I feel my legs coming back.
Yeah, I wish, dude. Like you mentioned earlier, like the best thing about, or what's better than getting in shape or being in shape, or whatever you said about that earlier, right?
Oh, that was a lie. But yeah.
Bro, dead ass. Working out only feels good if you're in shape. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I don't
Anything
know.
prior to that?
I feel like you. I don't know. There's a point where it's like you're no longer not in shape, but you're also not in shape. You're like, you're there. Like you're at the point where it stops hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely before that though, because like the last time I tried to hop on my bike, bro, I almost got heat stroke.
Oh
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a bit to
we
get
live
used to it again.
We live in fucking Illinois. It's not like it's the hottest place in the world or nothing. Like,
Hey,
it
I
was
mean,
genuinely
like,
all being
Illinois
out of
can be a little bit hot. I mean, especially recently.
shape. Yeah, true.
Yeah, it was hot.
Dude, California
Well,
was
this is
straight up
last year,
orange
though.
for a day. It was really strange.
Yeah, you guys are like literally on fire. You guys
Yeah,
okay
well,
over there
I
still?
don't even know if
Or-
there was a fire. I thought it was just pollution. But I guess there was a fire that nobody like talked. Like I even looked it up on the news, and there was just like nothing about it. I was like, why is everything orange? What is happening?
Yeah, like the sky was messed up and everything. It looked like what the sky looked at.
Like Australia.
Yeah, in Australia
yeah.
when we had the bushfires in like late 2019, early 2020.
Yeah. When
like-
when we get forest fires, because where I live is near the mountains in the valley, so if there's a forest fire, all the smog and smoke and shit settles right where we are, so everything turns orange, and sometimes we get ash, but like it was just like I hadn't heard any, like normally people are like talking about it and saying, oh yeah, you hear about the fire? There was nothing. I was like, please don't let this be normal.
Don't normalize
This is-
burning a whole
this-
state alive, please.
This is not good. It's bad that it's becoming normal.
Yeah.
That's not
Like,
how
we
it
have-
works.
We have two very different climate locations on this podcast. Our
Yeah.
winters in Chicago for me and Marcos, freezing, frigid, blizzard. Here.
Yeah.
You guys have
What
your
temperature is it
whole
right
area
now?
on
At
fire.
7 p.m.?
You know what we should do?
What's up?
Let's have the Route 1 podcast meetup during the winter solstice in the middle of Chicago. Or the winter... Is it called the solstice?
Freeze to death?
Yes.
And die?
Why though?
No, it's okay. Huddle for warmth, like home.
I know it's
We can have one of those really dumb like PokeTuber justifications, like it's Mamoswine Monday. Everyone get in the bean at Chicago.
We are going to invade the bean.
The bean?
The
Wait,
bean.
you not
Yeah.
see the bean?
I've not
Do you,
seen
do you
the
not know about
bean.
the? Wait. Oh my
yeah.
God! I just realized that being from Australia, Murkiri doesn't know about the bean.
Here, I'll get a picture of the
The fuck
bean.
is
No,
the-
I got it.
The bean
So
is like,
for everyone that doesn't know, including Murkiri, the bean, also known as the Cloud Gate, if you want to be stupid about it,
It's the bean.
it's
The
called the
bean.
bean. It's like a not monument. What would you call it? It's like a structure.
statue.
Yeah, kind of.
Technically.
It's a piece of art, basically.
Yeah.
A guy named Anish Kapoor made it. I know this because of art school, but
And you're from
Anish
Chicago.
Kapoor makes it, puts it in Chicago. It's kind of like a tourist attraction. There's really nothing special about it, but it's in Millennium Park, which is like the bigger park in Chicago. To like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
be
and
at,
every
do
time you
shit
go,
at.
every time you go to Chicago, you see like 10,000. That's an overestimate, but like 1,000 couples standing in front of it, just taking a picture with their forward-facing camera, or with the rear-facing camera, and just being like, yeah, here we are at the bean.
Why are there so many of these like events to go do things to the bean?
Paint the bean black so they can't Windex it.
So, actually, I know what that one's from, at least, the paint the bean black. That's hysterical. So, I mentioned the name Anish Kapoor, right? This is the same guy that made the color Vanta Black. Do you guys know what this is at all?
Oh, yeah.
Is that the paint that's just like...
It's the darkest black.
And
like,
it's
yeah,
copyrighted.
like
Yeah,
absorbed
I saw
light
someone
almost.
paint an apple
Yeah,
black.
his bitch ass copyrighted a color.
Yeah.
That's insane. I didn't even know you could do that, but like only he can use it or some shit, or only whoever gives the rights to use it can use it, which
Yeah.
is nuts.
It's stupid.
Pinkest
But
pink.
so this has a good ending though, because
Yes.
somebody in some other place, I don't remember the name or anything, created a color, some type of blue. I forget what the name of the blue was called, but
It
it's
was
a
pink.
specific type of blue.
Pinkest
That
pink.
blue is non-copyrighted to everyone except Anish Kapoor.
Yeah, it's the pinkest pink.
nice.
So fuck that guy.
Yeah, that's what there's like you can buy it. It's like a special pigment, and it's a very nice looking pink. But then I guess there's this petition here.
Oh, is it pink?
Yeah, paint the
Oh,
bean
cool.
pinkest pink to annoy sculptor Anish Kapoor.
Oh yeah, okay. I thought
Yeah,
it was blue, but yeah.
honestly, like, I'll trade the entirety of the bean for void paint.
Void.
Like, it's, well, because the thing is how it works, like, it doesn't reflect, like, any light. It just absorbs all of it. Like, the fact that it doesn't reflect light literally makes it look like if you were to, like, paint a solid ball this shade of
Yeah.
black, if you hold it, it looks like there's nothing there. Like, it's
kinda
just this
scary.
black void.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is crazy
kinda hype,
how
I can't lie.
it's crazy how much light it can absorb.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is paint a sweatsuit in that color and run around Chicago in the middle of of like a sunny day and just see how warm I can get.
Oh God, you're gonna sweat so bad.
Yeah, full
sounds
absorption.
Immediate heat stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
You're gonna
like
step
a-
outside and just all the water's just gonna drain from your body.
That my Necrozma cosplay, I'm gonna paint it the blackest black, so it's
Yes!
absorbing all the light.
yes. It sounds like
Shout out to Chicago artists. Cool.
a.
I disagree. I've never met an artist from Chicago I liked.
Wow. Fuck you too, bitch.
So mean. Why are y'all beefing with each other today?
Yeah, right. I'm ready to...
Because he beat me in the tournament.
Oh,
Yep,
you're still
yeah.
salty. Okay.
Yep.
Don't
I'm
matter
on a
about
showdown
that.
ladder tournament. Men get salty. I write a twit longer on him. That's just how it goes. We have beef now,
Yeah.
Marcos.
Here, my experience with Moxie Boosted. So one time he called me sussy.
One time he entered my DMs and said horny a bunch of times.
Oh yeah. So Murkiri messaged me. He's like, Tapu Bulu's kind of great, and I go horny, sorry, horny, sorry, horny, sorry. Horn Leech is a really good move.
I guarantee you this meme is gonna die in like a week, but it's still fucking.
It's so
hysterical
funny
for the
to
time
me.
it's
It's
alive.
so funny to
I
me.
really- Hey, can I get an iced latte with breast milk? I mean, fuck breast milk. I mean, shit. Sorry,
Breast
breast milk.
milk?
Fuck.
It's so funny for no reason.
I think it's funny, but like in text form, it seems like way more funny than walking
Yeah.
up to somebody and just saying it, like in
Because
a
you're
voice
choosing to
chat.
type it.
You've got to have a very special type of charisma to pull off fucking saying that type of shit in person.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because I've seen the TikTok of it.
Oh, that one just hurts me.
It's like so weird. Like
Yeah.
it's strange.
I feel as though I could empathize with the person that made it, though. Not in the like.
Wait, you
the-
empathize?
Not
Walking
in
up
the,
to a
I'm doing
random
this.
woman.
Yeah, see, not in the way of like going up to stranger for content. Not in that way. I mean, just doing something ridiculously stupid in front of something and then continuing a conversation after.
Yeah,
That's the type of shit I was on recently.
To be fair, he didn't start it. I think Diet Cock started it.
Diet Cock. I mean, sorry.
Diet
Diet
Cock.
Cock. I mean, sorry. Diet.
Yeah, he's like,
So-
yeah, can I get a Diet Cock? I mean, sorry, Diet Cock. Sorry, Diet Cock. I mean, Diet Cock. I mean, Diet Cock.
For context as to what I was talking about, though, with like the being insane in person, I haven't gotten much sleep this week. That's why my profile picture is this dog on fire. Because Jesus fuck, everything's fine. Smiley face. But yeah, no, this whole week I didn't really get much sleep because I've been working on a whole bunch of projects.
Yeah, you're
and
insane.
yeah, I had to go to class on one of those days after not sleeping, and
Oh,
I
no.
shit you not, I was bouncing off the walls with energy. Like
How?
it felt like if I was delirious. It felt like if
Mm.
I shut up at all, or just like stopped, or like took even a nap or some shit, I would die. Like,
I feel like the opposite would happen and you just get better.
I don't know, because like that fucking whatever the fuck Among Us vent breast shit I said earlier, it was take that energy and just make it all day. That was me. I was
Yeah.
losing my mind.
Sometimes
But,
when you're tired, you just say random shit. I feel that.
Yeah. That's what I was saying about this though, is it felt like those posts. It felt like
Yeah.
because like at the end of every interaction I had with a new person that day, it'd be like, by the way, I'm like not high. I just want that to be known. Like,
Just tired.
I'm just smashed. I'm tired.
Yeah, dude. I'm sure you're not high. And then they
Yeah,
walk
it's
away.
literally like it's literally like the worst thing I could say too, because it's like, yeah, I'm definitely not high. It's like, yeah, that's what somebody that's smashed would say. Yeah, okay, I believe you. Sure.
It's like,
Okay, dude.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not a serial killer. I'm not. I'm not, okay?
I promise.
I'm not.
I guarantee
Like,
I'm not. There's no dead bodies in my basement. Promise you.
And even if all those things were true, no one says that.
It becomes like so specific to the point where they believe that you're a serial killer. It's just like, yeah, no, there isn't like a guy who like who was trying to slash my tires in my basement. I didn't kill him in the park. I didn't do that.
You just get more and more specific.
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
That sandwich I offered you wasn't his liver?
Yep.
Just wanted to clarify.
Just wanted to clarify. I know it might look that way, but trust me, it isn't.
I don't own every volume of Joe Julian. I don't. Okay, I don't.
Guys, I promise you, I don't play Persona. Okay.
Yeah, I've never played Persona in my
Not
life.
in my life.
I have not been watching every single episode of Regular Share. Trust me, dude.
I don't have goofy goober peanut underwear.
Whoa.
You're lost, to be honest.
Forever. So
But
you
no,
bought
you go. I was gonna say some stupid shit.
Wait, we haven't talked about Pokemon yet today.
Yeah, no, that's
We
where
talked
I'm
about
going. That's
Furfrou
where I'm
coin.
going.
Grass types. This has been on the to-do list for like 3 weeks.
So series 10 is coming to a close soon.
We don't know that. We can't talk about it.
We can't
Oh, wait,
talk.
is it-
We can talk about it. I think people are losing interest quickly.
We definitely don't have any insider information on what the next series is. Not at all. Nope. Mm-mm.
No one.
How would we possibly have that? No, that wouldn't
No
make
one
sense.
accidentally leaked it.
Yeah, Pikachu would never email me information ever.
Wait, did somebody leak series 11?
Wait. From now on, it's not TPCI. It's Pikachu.
Yeah, it's
Pikachu at
Pikachu.
gmail.com.
Yeah, Pikachu at gmail.com. Pikachu told
at
me
Gmail.
what Series 11 was going to be. I mean,
But
totally.
yeah,
did.
Murkiri, it did leak technically. Recently.
Oh, wait,
What
really?
was it?
Yeah, I can't say for sure that the source was credible because I didn't.
Oh,
only
I
heard
thought
this-
we all referring to that because
Yeah, I
Oh,
was-
I didn't know.
All right. For
Yeah, so-
for reference, the guy
You got-
didn't realize that he had like a non-disclosure thing, so like it's better if we just don't talk about what we think it is. So yeah, it's ending, but we probably shouldn't talk much past that,
Can
just
so-
for the sake of this guy.
Yeah,
you know?
can someone send it to
yeah,
me? Because
don't
I'm
wanna throw
actually
him-
curious. We don't
give
got
him
to talk
shit.
about it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I will say I am kind of going insane with Series 10 because I do currently have a team that includes Spiritomb and Vaporeon in the same team.
Yeah, you're losing your mind.
It works though! It works! I'm not crazy!
No, I know. I'm joking with you because I've seen it work. I've seen you been posting like your clips
Yeah,
and stuff.
I promise I'm not insane.
I don't
yeah,
like what you
alright,
posted
Series
in
10.
chat.
Series 10. Grass types.
Good.
They're pretty good.
There's
Yeah,
not
like
one bad
all
one.
of them are.
Except
Like,
for
let's go
Cradily,
through a list
kind
of
of.
grass type. I'm gonna pull up a list of grass types.
Yeah, well, I already did that for you. So before we started the podcast, I made a little document of like
Oh, yes.
what the usage is of both fire, water, and grass type Pokemon, and like their percentages for it. I like the pastes earlier, so you can actually scroll up. To
Yeah.
those, 'cause I don't really want to get the pastes
Stinky.
again.
I like
But
these a lot.
I shit you not, the gaps between the usages are insane. It's like it's nuts. Like I think between like Kyogre and Urshifu, right? It's like, well, this makes more sense because it's restricted, but like Urshifu's 30% usage, Kyogre's 15% usage.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
So if
right?
we exclude Kyogre, what's the gap between Urshifu and Tapu Fini?
watch this one, right? So 30% usage on Urshifu water, massive gap excluding the restricted Kyogre, 7.65% Tapu Fini.
Seriously?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen it way
It's-
more
it's
often than that, I feel like.
Nuts.
That's crazy.
Oh no, Urshifu water fits on so many compositions. It fits on Zacian, it fits on Xerneas especially. Like it's every team can use Urshifu water if it isn't a water restricted.
That is
If
true.
it's-
Yeah, but here's the deal. I think the main thing that's like making Series 10 feel a little bit more stale is these massive gaps. Like,
Am I the only one who doesn't think it feels stale?
yes.
Yeah, I'm with Marcos. I'm having a good time. I feel like
Yeah, like
there's
I feel
the
like
problem
like,
is that
here's the
it's starting
thing.
to go towards the janky side of being
No,
creative.
I'm cool with it. It's getting so beefy. I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
bulky. I like that. I like that.
We're running Rocky Helmet Lando as standard Lando.
So I feel like you're not wrong about the bulky thing, because you look at some of these grass type builds, right, and it's like Amoonguss is popular, right?
Yeah.
Like Rillabooms' Assault Vest is the number one most used, the Incineroar or the most number used fire type, like this kind of stuff, right? Like the way these Pokemon are built, like even look at the water types, like okay, yeah, Urshifu offensive, yeah, Kyogre offensive, no shit, they're built for that. Every other water type after that is hard stop, max defense, max HP, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Finny, Suicune, Araquanid, Milotic, like
I kind of like it. I kind of like it. The games are slower. It feels like you get rewarded for playing well, you know?
Yeah.
I think there's just too much of like an extreme on both sides of like within the same team even, right? It's like, okay, here's my Pokemon with just insane attacking stat, like just like way on one side of the like offensive spectrum, and then here's another Pokemon right next to it that's way on the defensive side of the spectrum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it
But
doesn't feel
Michael,
like there's
you
any
played
more
singles. This is what
Okay.
it was like.
Yeah, and I stopped playing singles for a reason. Like,
Call mine
what I'm getting at
Suicune.
is like most of the previous VGC formats in this gen before then, it felt like there was more of like a gradient between the two. It wasn't just hard stop black and white. Here's the offensive Pokemon. Here's the defensive Pokemon. It's like some of the supports were more bulky oriented, right? Some of the like Indeedee. Where the fuck did Indeedee go, bro?
Yeah, indeed, you just
You know what
kind
I
of
mean?
dropped off the face of the earth. I have no idea what happened to them. Well, I still see them
still
on
see it
Calyrex
occasionally.
teams, but not as often.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Indeedee fell off strictly because, like, I don't know, like, Calyrex's best stab isn't even its Psychic. You can just go ahead and run, like, you could technically get away with not running Psychic on that thing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
a lot of the Calyrex teams are just slapping like instant Rillaboom on them,
Yep.
and doing those types of plays. Like you play it like it's a Zacian, but it's got a spread move. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I normally use Psyshock and then other move protect.
Yeah.
Like sub or like nasty plot, because like you don't need the expanding force, plus Psyshock is awesome and you can like occur EV Mons really easily.
Yes. I do really like Psyshock.
I don't know if I'm making my point clear or not though, because like you know what I mean when I say like there's like a gradient between like offensive and defensive type.
Yeah,
Pokemon,
yeah.
right? Like I don't know if it was because of Dynamax that made this feel more like a thing, because like yeah, you click your Dynamax button and you go definitely more towards the offensive side of the scale, but like even some of the boosts that you can do, or the boosts that you can pass to your partner, like that felt more like anything could be on the defensive side of the spectrum as well, you know? Like that's why moves
Yeah.
like Max Steel Spike, Max Quake were so like, you know, like valuable, right? Like even Wormwind to drop attack stats on shit like Dragapult, or like the bug one wasn't used, but like, you know,
Yeah.
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 buffing how well you could take a hit doesn't really feel like it's as much of a thing anymore, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
I think
Like-
that it makes it like I enjoy the fact that you can say, okay, this will be, it's nothing stopping me from KOing this, unless
Yeah,
they just
having
have the
guaranteed
most
kills.
insane defensive investment. Like having clear counters to certain things, I think is super important and more fun in the long run, because like you play in a Dynamax format and you're playing against something that has Steel Spec, right? And it's like it's a 50-50, like what's an example, like what has something that's like, let's say something has Steel Spike and Airstream. You've got to guess between whether or not they're gonna try to be faster or they're gonna try to be
Bulky.
like
It's a various
bulky.
moment, yeah.
And it's like
Like
you need to have, I feel like it's important that Mons have clear like counters and checks instead of like a situation where you gotta guess the 50-50, and if you're wrong, they're like staying there. Like it's like if they Dynamax the wrong Pokemon, like you expect them to Dynamax a Pokemon and then they Dynamax the other guy.
I think that those are other like examples of, you know, like why Dynamax can be cringe. Like
Quick-
I think that's not what I'm getting at though. I'm getting more at like the concept of buffing your defense, just in general. Like that's, I don't think any of these Pokemon do that at all anymore. You know?
Quick side note, Murkiri saying guessing which Pokemon will Dynamax. One of my favorite plays that I was told about was versus like a Durant. What they do is that someone would lead like some random Durant counter, and then what's it called? Salazzle. And so the opponent would think, okay, so Salazzle's gonna fake out, so I'm just gonna Dynamax my guy. But no, they just Dynamax the Salazzle max flamethrower.
Fuck.
Dude, that's why I hated Dynamax so much, man. I'm not ready to shift from super defensive non-Dynamax metagame to he who weakness policy.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be running full memes. I don't give a shit if we go back to Dynamax. But
Hey,
I'm more than ready to be able to pass defense boosts to a Porygon and have that be a win condition.
yes,
I miss that.
yes. But
Like,
yeah,
there's
I
the
feel
only
like
mon that I can think of in this current season right now that can like do the whole okay, I'm gonna buff up, sit here and win like that is like Suicune, and that's the shit that I just made recently, right? Like,
I would say to an extent, other Pokemon like Zacian and Calyrex have the ability to do that, but they're also very good at just I am already here. I can just start pressing buttons. There's no like I get what you mean. There's no like redirection isn't used for setup really unless it's for Trick Room. I think
most of the end games feel like okay, my offense is in position to take the kill, not their Pokemon can't kill me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like I miss that. Like that's something that was a part of VGC. Like, oh, my mon just hard walls them, I'm winning.
Yes, it is a satisfying feeling.
Like, I don't know why that's not here anymore. I guess maybe it's because spread moves are, real again.
I feel like most of your issues at the moment... I feel like most of the issues you have at the moment with VGC are because of restricted format.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Literally every time I talk to Brady about why I don't like Series 10 or what, like anything about like that, he's like, it always comes back to, oh, you just don't like restricted format. And I'm always just like, oh yeah, I don't.
And also, technically, Michael started in 2020, so this is the first time he hasn't played with restricteds. So he hasn't played with Dynamax, I mean.
Yeah.
Yes. First time I haven't played with Dynamax outside of, singles for like a week.
True,
but that was
yeah.
ending. But I played like Ultra Series casually, like 5 games of it, but like that was not enough to, submerge myself in it. So yes, technically I would consider this my first like restricted format and my first not Dynamax format. Which is the first time I won a tournament, by the way.
Yeah. Gaming.
It doesn't count. It was a Moxie Boosted tournament.
I fought a Seaking to get to Grands, okay? You're not wrong.
Hey, Michael.
What's up?
Seeking these nuts.
Oh my fucking god.
I hate myself. Hey, comments. Do you know who the protagonist of Metal Gear Rising is?
Oh my god.
Snake.
God.
Let us know in the comments so I can...
It's Snake.
No, Metal Gear Rising...
It's Snake.
Isn't Snake. It isn't Snake. I can tell you that much. Anyway.
Hey, what's the pre-evolution of Swalot?
Grass types.
Hey, want to know cool... Hey, you know Makago's pre-evolution? Want to know a cool fact about them? It's a fire type.
Hotter than the sun.
It is a fire type.
Yeah.
It's not a used fire type.
It's pretty cool.
I think to get back on track of talking about grass types, like Marcos is saying, right?
Yeah.
You even look at the fires, like fire, water, grass has such a fucking stranglehold on the meta right now.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
it really does. Like I feel weird not having a fire type on my team right now. I feel like I need
like
one.
Incineroar, Rillaboom, Urshifu, or Entei, Amoonguss, Urshifu.
Yeah.
Anything, it's Urshifu. Anything with Urshifu, it's crazy. Urshifu is just a wild mon, especially non-Dynamax format. It's wild.
It doesn't feel broken is the thing.
Doesn't feel
a couple
broken.
of my issues, I think a couple of my issues that I have with the current format could be solved by having more viable, more diversity in the viability of like what's in those pools of Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Like waters, you have
Bulk.
if you want offensive, you have 2 options: Kyogre or Urshifu, right?
Everything
The rest
else
are
is
bulky.
bulk.
And by the rest, I mean like the other like 2 usable ones, like Finny, Suicune, Araquanid, barely, like that kind of shit, right? Like The fires. Look at the, oh my god, look at the fucking fires, right? Incin, Entei, Volcarona, Torkoal.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones that are used. Hard drop to like 2% usage Ho-Oh.
Yeah.
Use Blaziken, you coward.
Use Blaziken. Woo!
Like,
Actually, hold up. Overheat Blaziken, though?
I was
Wider?
considering a special Blaziken for a little bit.
Yeah, I was thinking, I mean, well, not wider, because you're just getting intimidated, but, like...
but to talk about like grass types anyway, what I was gonna say is like I think the majority of the viable ones are in the grass types, right? Like
Yeah.
Rillaboom, Amoonguss, Serena, Whimsicott, Venusaur, Ferrothorn, even like
Yeah.
There is no
Apabula,
bad
look at
grass type.
Marcos.
Yeah, there's not really a bad
Like-
grass type right now.
It's almost like it's carried by its typing, like the resistances it provides, the super like the coverage, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You could legitimately use Decidueye right now.
Yo!
Did you know it gets knockoff? Did you know it gets knockoff naturally?
Wait, really?
That doesn't sound
Yeah,
bad.
I don't know how
Wait.
it gets knockoff.
How down bad is your weakness policy procer, okay? You got Bulldoze, you got Shadow Sneak Mimikyu, you got Shadow Sneak Rowlet? There's your new weakness policy
full-
procer. There you go.
Full owl team.
There you go, listeners.
if you wanna proc a weakness policy on your Calyrex Shadow Rider,
Yep.
you
Weakness
Rowlet.
policy Shadow. Oh.
If there was like like the pool of viability was even across fire, water, grass, I feel like I would like the series a little more. I don't even know, because like now I'm just making shit up, right? Now I'm just making up Pokemon that don't exist. It's like, you know, like
What Pokemon do you think that isn't in the game would have to exist to fix that?
more offensive water types or more either offensive or defensive.
I
fire
feel
types.
like what
more support fire types.
Yeah.
That's the one. More support.
we
fire
need
types.
supportive fire types, but I also think that the reason why there's only 2 ways to run water type Pokemon and that there's not a lot of big gaps in between is Rillaboom's fault. Like, I was just thinking, what are offensive
Grass's
water
fault,
types?
yeah.
I'm thinking Primarina. I'm thinking, like, Barraskewda is an offensive water type. They just instantly die to Rillaboom. Like,
Yeah.
you have to
I
be
mean, this
very
is
good
the-
at positioning around them if you want to use them.
This is just the nature of fire, water, grass, right? It's fucking rock,
Yeah.
paper, scissors.
But-
It's
but
like,
I feel
okay,
like
why,
it's
why are
like-
the grasses good? Because the fires are good. Why are the fires are good? Fuck, because the grasses are good. Why are the waters good? Oh, fuck, because the fires are good.
You know, yeah. I was like, some water types can handle some grass types if you have, you know, like
I think Empoleon would just be huge in this meta.
Empoleon. I was just talking about Empoleon. Empoleon would be amazing if it didn't have a doo-doo attack stat and its only steel stab wasn't fucking steel wing.
Yeah.
Give it Iron
I
Head.
mean, it gets Defiant in this metagame. Defiant Empoleon.
Yes, but do you want its attack
would be
stat? Let me check that real quick.
Well,
Isn't
yeah,
that
but it goes
84?
from on. Yeah, but in average game, it would always get it.
86. 86.
Hey, the average game, it's gonna get it though. You know, it's
I
gonna
guess,
get
yeah,
the Defiant.
yeah. Empoleon would be great. I do hope that they just give Empoleon in Diamond and Pearl, and then Diamond and Pearl becomes the new VGC, because Dynamax is painful sometimes.
I think looking at the viable grass types right now, I think they have the perfect mix of supportive Pokemon,
Yeah.
offensive Pokemon, and defensive Pokemon.
I agree.
Right,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Rillaboom, yeah, Venusaur if you're running that, which that's less common, but Rillaboom even being 50% fucking usage right now is is pretty offensive, right? Like
Yeah.
it's not the most offensive thing ever, right? Like Kartana exists and that's not really being used, but Rillaboom does it in a way that's more suited to the meta. That's a whole different
Yeah.
conversation though. But like it's the offensive grass type, the go-to one, right? Amoonguss, it's the defensive grass type, the go-to one. Whimsicott, it's the supportive grass type, the go-to one. Like fire and water don't really have these, right? Like
Yeah, yeah. I get what you mean.
Suicune is like being role compressed into the supportive and defensive one at the same time, which just feels like strange,
Yeah, and Incineroar is being role compressed into the everything
into
Yeah.
all three, yeah.
Incineroar can do what he wants.
because his main stab is base 120. You don't even gotta invest for it to do 50% to not Calyrex.
Yeah,
to
like that one was just built like that from the get go, right? That
Yeah.
that's the VGC Pokemon for a reason, because it's role compressed into all three of those. But like you look at like something like Entei, and it's like, okay, this is like trying to do what Incineroar is doing, but more offensively leaning, I suppose. Not really supporting as much, because that means I have to be clicking Snarl, not an offensive move. And it's like,
Entei is the offensive bulky guy. You slap an AV on it, it lives everything, and you can just like revenge kill most things.
Yeah, or Scarf.
You can make an argument that Moltres is the defensive fire type.
True.
It's picking
Yeah.
up right now on Xerneas teams.
It's kind of
Panther
funny how
Moltres
it's
is
picking up.
awesome.
Yeah.
I like it.
Glad.
It's quite the silly bird.
You slap
Yeah,
a
here's another perfect example. Look at the way people are running Volcarona. I'm either going to quiver dance and sweep you, or I'm going to sit here, raise
Yeah, there's an
powder, and
insane
like
amount of
Will-O-Wisp
quiver
and
dance.
be bulky. Like, I don't know. It feels like water and fire are a little lacking behind the grass types. Like the grass types feel a little bit more developed than the rest.
I feel like it's
Hey,
over.
man, like I've always been a Venusaur guy, so I'm cool with it.
I think it's like a given considering one of the best Pokemon in the format, Urshifu Water and Kyogre. Like
Yeah,
the
I'm
grass
definitely
types
not
are just-
saying. I'm definitely not saying to get rid of the grass types variability. Like hell no. I think if that was the case, then the waters would go stupid. Like,
Yeah.
Please don't nerf Rillaboom. We need him.
You know who's the hero we need?
Who?
Turtonator.
True. Imagine
Turtonator's
if he
on
was
this list.
good.
Let me
All
look
right,
at
I legitimately think Turtonator's the hero we need. Shell armor, meaning it hard walls Urshifu.
Yep. No, dude.
True.
Body
0.19
press.
usage. Got 0.19 usage.
Hey, iron defense, body press, leftovers, fire spin, protect.
Fires.
You want to know what I still want to try to make work in this series? I don't think... It may be a little bit better in Dynamax. It may be a little worse in Dynamax. I don't really know. But Type Null, my beloved. I love Type Null so much. It was such a nice hard wall to crit kiss. And if you have enough defense investment, it can very easily live close combats. And then that way, like, if you intimidate them, you're definitely living the close combat, and then you're not getting crit by Wicked Blow or anything else like that. You're just living everything. Like,
Yo, why didn't they give him Snarl?
I know, right, dude? Silvally gets, like, it gets all the good moves it needs by evolving, but Silvally is just worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need it
The
to
arm-
get, like, I don't know, run fucking Icy Wind on it. It's not. It needs more moves. Buff Type Null. Get that trending.
I think
Get my
I
baby
think the
boy
issue with Type
trending.
Null. I think the issue with Type Null is that like the crit blocking thing that it's doing now is versus Urshifu, but that's a fighting type, so I'm sorry.
Ash, here's an idea for Type Null if you want him to be okay. Scary Face.
True. It does get scary. It also gets
could-
it gets just
wait.
Thunder Wave, yeah.
Yeah, you could run like U-turn, Scary Face. Dude, if Crush Claw works the way Thunderous Kick worked, it'd be really good.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
only
I wish I
50.
got Parting Shot, honestly. It does, only Silvally
does
gets
it not?
Parting
Yeah.
Shot.
Is it not 100%
Yeah, at least
drop?
No,
Silvally
doesn't.
gets it.
Yeah, Crush Claw has a chance, I believe.
50. I mean, you could technically make it work. I think
50's not
you
bad.
could you can probably run Crush Claw when its other best option is what? Body Slam?
Yeah, or Takedown.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, run Crush Claw. Like it's 95% accuracy, but it has the chance to like spiral out of control. I think that's actually not bad.
My fucking Type Null set for when Dynamax existed was Protect, Sword Stance, Iron Head, Takedown. So you get up one Sword Stance because they think you're going to be stally and defensive, and then you Dynamax and you kill everything. You tank Togekiss hits, you tank everything else hits because you're Eviolite with 95 defenses. He's just
Wait,
awesome.
why Takedown and not Double Edge?
Was it Double Edge? I meant Double Edge.
Okay, I was gonna say Takedown's 85% accuracy.
Yeah, no. I meant Double Edge. I meant Double Edge.
You did that for Players Cup qualifier, right?
Yep. I don't think I did not get very far because I'm so bad at the video game, but I believe I'm a Type Null believer. I think it was a solid Pokemon in that series.
You know what? I'm gonna make it work.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This is me and my next project.
I will help you.
Dude, I've been
Cool.
having like major nostalgia for like older formats.
Yes.
Like I've been wanting to play Sun series and like Ultra series again. Been wanting to play like 2017 and like Series 2 of all things.
Series 2. Well,
Series
yeah,
two, best
that's
series,
fair.
I'll say it.
Super early. Yeah.
I think it has
Understood.
been I think it was the best Dynamax format.
It was good
I
because
reckon.
Corviknight was good. I miss Corviknight so much.
You
I
know
miss
when it started
Gothitelle
going
being
downhill?
good.
You know when it went
Gothitelle so
downhill?
good.
I'll say it. Dynamax stopped being fun in Series 3.
When
No, when
Incineroar
Venusaur
dropped,
was added?
I hard agree.
Oh,
Incineroar.
Incineroar.
Right,
No,
it was
no, no.
Venusaur and Incineroar dropped on the same day. It was game
And
over.
Lapras. And
Lapras,
bastard.
Yeah, no, Lapras was the main thing. It's also
Yeah.
the main reason I despise Series 6.
Lapras
Like,
was
it's
pain.
for real, Incin being able to live Durant Max Rockfall with Life Orb Hustle, very cringe. Like, the reason Durant was good was because it didn't give a fuck about Arcanine Intimidate. It was just one shot through it because it was
Yep.
strong. Incin,
Yep.
just because it's slightly bulkier, it lives, you die. Fuck. Like,
Yeah. I think it got
I
a
think
little
you
bit
just
better
like
with...
Durant.
Yeah, Durant's
I
awesome.
really like Durant.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
Like cutting people
I have a very soft spot for that Mon just because it's the team that I learned VGC in. But
That's fair.
You know, bias
Durant is the
aside.
reason I ran Scarf, Mystical Fire, and DD. Because Durant peaked at the time I first discovered Lele, not Lele, in DD Thievul.
Yes.
That's
Dude,
awesome.
I love that team.
I had to run Mystical Fire to make sure I didn't lose to it.
I think the tournament after you did you win that tournament, right? Or was it second place? Something like that.
I got second place because I lost to Scarf Vanillix hard.
Yeah, but the tournament that you did really well at, literally the MSS right after that, I top 8'd with Durant Gothitelle. So
You know, top 8. It's not a top 2, but you know it's pretty good.
okay,
It's pretty good.
Bucko, yeah, you're not wrong.
Okay,
It's not.
Buckaroo.
So my hope for like a future series is we like return to like at least one of the old formats, at least one of them.
Like a throwback.
I want to throw back to like Series 2 and only Series 2 because everything else is
Wait, actually, what if we threw back to Series 1?
Regress.
but
yeah.
but then
I don't want
like
to
make
deal
the
with
most-
Rhyperior.
That would
It'd
make the
make
most sense, right? Because like you could restrict it in the way that like, oh, it's just whatever the first 400 Pokemon are in the Pokedex.
Yeah.
my
I mean,
mainly
they just turn on the same restrictions. Like we still have the same rule set downloaded to our Switch.
True.
yeah. I feel like the
Oh, I
only
guess
problem
that's
I
true,
have
too.
with that is like you can't use Gmax Pikachu Sag.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
The other reason,
Is that not-
one of the main reasons I like Series 2 so much is because I built a Gmax Pikachu team, but I went X and O with at an MSS, and then went negative at a what do you call it with at the Melbourne Regionals with at the
Yeah.
OCIC went negative with it because I made the sand matchup worse on it because
Jeez.
I already had a problem with the sand matchup. I wanted to fix it, and then I just made it worse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sand was a thing. Man.
Bring back my homie Tyranitar, bro. for
No,
real.
no, dude, because you're giving. Imagine, okay. Close your eyes. Take yourself back. Your opponent just turned one lead Excadrill Togekiss. What are they going to do?
A lot of things.
Exactly.
Get it right.
Do you
beforehand.
want to
One
deal
Dynamax.
with that 50 like you have a 25% chance of guessing right? Do they follow me Swords Dance? Do they switch in T-Tar and Dynamax their Excadrill? Do they switch out Excadrill and Dynamax their Togekiss? Does their Togekiss just sit there and use Dancing Gleam? You don't know.
Wait, I just
Yes,
want to point
Chad
out. I
face,
just realized
do want to
something.
go back to.
Wait, I just realized something. Series 3 not only is the series where Incineroar and Venusaur dropped, but it's also where Crit Kiss started to be a thing.
Yeah. No, but even if we go back, Crit Kiss is still going to be a thing because now we have the knowledge.
Yeah, but it's not going to be as good. you
No,
know?
it
Yeah.
was always possibly good.
Well, no,
just no one
'cause
figured out it
Corviknight's
was
still
good
gonna
until
exist,
it won
like-
that regional. Oh, Corviknight,
Yeah,
true. Corviknight's still.
Yeah, Corviknight's still going to exist back then.
Until
like,
you
people
get
would still
hit
be
by
using
a
Corviknight.
Crit Max Flare.
Dude,
Hey, remember Conkeldurr?
remember
I love
Duraludon?
Conkeldurr. Like,
Remember
like, listen
Duraludon?
to-
Conkeldurr?
listen
Oh my
to
god,
how, listen to-
Duraludon, what happened to you?
Listen to all these Pokemon that just die once the current format type stuff starts hitting.
Yeah,
Like,
that's insane.
when the Landorses drop, when the Alekis drop, when the Urshifus drop, when the Kyogre and the Zacians drop. Like, when the
in-
power level
listen-
gets higher and higher,
Listen,
you start to lose the gray area in between offense
Yep.
and defense.
No,
I think,
listen.
which is what I like
Non-
about the earlier
Yeah,
formats.
yeah.
Non-Dynamax Series 7 would be the most based format because I do not, no exaggeration, everything's pretty much viable. Non-Dynamax Series 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we get
pretty
that
much.
after the next format. Because
That'd be
we know
neat.
That is.
I really want that to be the next one. Because Duraludon, you can literally make a niche for Duraludon in that format. You can literally do that. Gyarados, it's going to be viable. Like, everything
I miss my favorite
has
grass-type
has a
Gyarados.
place, dude. Oh, yeah. Grass-type Gyarados.
The best fire water grass Pokemon.
True.
Flamethrower Power Whip Gyarados.
Dude, AV Gyarados at the moment, low key, bowling.
Yeah, it was on
lit
my
everything.
team before it was
Gyarados is good now.
Vaporeon. I just needed support. That's pretty solid.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is how you know Series 5 sucked. So here's a Series 5, not Series 5, Series 3 team that I had. I remember making this and I felt so big brain because I won like 3 Showdown tournaments in a row. It's just General Sun, right? It's Sun for the time. It was Gmax Charizard with Venusaur, Togekiss, Conkeldurr, and Torkoal.
Yes.
What was my last Pokemon, you might ask? Quagsire.
The boy.
Why am I running Quagsire? Why am I running Quagsire?
Homeboy, where your Trick Room at?
Where's my Trick Room matchup, right? Where's my Trick Room matchup? Don't I just lose to Rhyperior, one of the most common Pokemon in this format? No.
Where?
No, not
Quagsire.
matchup. I mean, like your own Trick Room setter.
Oh, I don't need it. No, I don't need it.
All right, shit.
So Quagsire is slower than Rhyperior, and it gets access to After You. So I lead off Charizard Venusaur, let the Charizard go down when they Dynamax their whatever. You know, Trick Room goes up, and all of a sudden I'm losing. Oh no, Venusaur goes down next turn. Psych, After You the Venusaur, so it goes first in Trick Room and kill the Rhyperior from full.
That's kind of baller, dude.
This
After
was
You
my
Quag.
favorite team I used 3 times exactly.
Oh, 3 times.
I think that put something into perspective for me. Another thing that I'm not a fan of about the current series, or just the current state of fire, water, grass cores being, as dominant as they are, is like in the previous series, it was more a situation of like, okay, I can't allow these 2 Pokemon to be next to each other because one's going to enable the other to like murder me. Like Dusclops next to Rhyperior into Trick Room. Like you have a preconceived situation that you need to avoid, right? With fire, water, grass being as common as it is, it's more of like okay, the situation that I could be in to just straight up lose both my guys can happen any time based on who gets the rock, paper, scissors right of which fire, water, grass is out between the 2 of us. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause, like,
Yeah.
that's what it feels like now, whereas
That's also why it
before-
feels like you have to lead off so neutrally.
Yeah, like if you lose on lead, bro, you're just over.
Instant
Like,
relevant lead.
It's so
Well, that's why the format
easy.
became so bulky too, because it makes it so if you lose that lead, you can still win.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong. I guess leading offensively is like the easiest way to get just blown away off lead. Like
I mean, there's all. I feel like you just. The problem. I feel like the main problem I had with Dynamax was that you couldn't switch most of the time. Like if I Dynamax a guy like a Porygon Z or like the Venusaur, it's like, oh, I'll just defensive switch into this guy.
You can't.
You can't. You cannot.
You will die.
You will die. You can switch, but you will die. It's it's just like, what am I supposed to do? It's like if I lead wrong, I die. But like I feel like in no Dynamax, it's like, and
It's possible.
Like it's possible to just switch it in. Like
Yeah.
you bring stuff defensively in the back, so you can switch it out. Like I'm gonna lead this against a Kyogre, and it's like, oh no, this
Yeah.
thing is about to die. Switch it into something that resists. It's
Yeah,
like,
don't get me wrong. I don't like Dynamax.
safer
It works
option.
fine for a best of 3. It works fine.
I think
Best of 1 is the stupidest format ever.
yeah,
Best
yeah,
of one's
no.
stupid
Dynamax?
now too. Best of
Yeah.
one's dumb in this format too. Like it's not. Even...
Yeah, but it's not as dumb. It's not as dumb. Like it's a step down,
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking about before we started recording, right? It was like, I feel like I can literally only play Kyogre on ladder because it's like every other of the top 4 restricteds, like Xerneas, Calyrex, and Zacian, they feel 2 more like best of 3 Pokemon.
Yeah.
that requires some amount of like set player conditioning for me to like actually play them to their best ability.
Yeah,
Whereas
no.
Kyogre, it's just like water spout.
Best of 1 ladder.
just play in DD Thievul or Lele Thievul or something.
Bro,
'Cause,
I
like,
honestly
I-
want your team with the Xerneas and the.
Oh, the code drops tomorrow.
Oh, yo.
Dude, I was gonna DM you the other day, and I was gonna be like, you wanna send me that paste real quick?
Yeah, I mean, spoiler, this isn't coming out until after, but like for you guys, I won the low tier trade this week, so Thievul gets published.
Yo,
go.
let's go.
Gaming.
Rest in
Gaming.
peace, Kangaskhan.
Poor Kang.
It reminds me of when I was full Carpium and just like ran Kangaskhan with only fake out last resort.
Yes.
That was a thing for like 3
Yes.
weeks at the end of Series 7.
Yes.
Yep. I
Alright.
ran that over. I ran that on one of my teams. It was very funny because
Fake-
like
fake out last
my
resort.
team needed an answer to Colossal
Like Dragapult.
to Colossal and Dragapult lead.
Mm-hmm.
So just like fake out that boy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just lost result for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Dude, VGC always has like that 1 week where this one Pokemon picks up in usage randomly.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden becomes something you need to know about. Otherwise you keep losing to it. And then it falls off the face of the earth for the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what? You know, it'd be a fun exercise. A fun exercise just to let out this pent up aggression against the game. On 3, let's all say the worst format,
Oh God.
and then we'll elaborate. Okay.
I don't want to elaborate. I don't want to be bullied.
1, 2, 3.
All of
Series
them.
Series
6.
6.
All of them. I love you, Ash. Let's go.
Nah, sick. For real, 6.
6.
for
I
real.
6 is like
I loved 6. I did well in a tournament in 6. It was not great after that tournament.
yeah. All right. So here's the thing with 6. I feel like we haven't talked about Series 6 yet, which is like the most
5,
cursed format. It is the most scuffed format they have ever made.
True.
Here's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. If a Pokemon is popular, that doesn't mean you have to hate it.
Yep.
Series 6 was a format made by Pokemon to appease people who are really anti-meta, but the people who are anti-meta, like they have not yet grasped the fact that when you ban the top used Pokemon, indiscriminately, it's just the top most used Pokemon, new Pokemon take their
Yeah.
place, and those Pokemon have less ways of dealing with them
Yep.
because those tools are probably banned now.
100%.
Smoke on perpetuates this.
100%. That's what pissed me off so much about it, is because all these people started complaining, and it's like, well, now what? Now you have new shit to complain about. You guys brought this on yourself.
Well, here's the thing. The people who said Series 6 is, like, really good, like, yeah, you saw so much diversity. The reason they didn't get the same experience as, like, most of us is, like, if you were bad at the game before Series 6, you were still bad afterwards. You never saw top ladder,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
You didn't see what top ladder Series 6 looked like. You just saw, like, people, like, celebrating, like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bring my Rookity team now, or something,
Yes.
right? And then, you know, meanwhile, people who are, like, good at the game, top of the ladder, oh, what is it? Oh, yeah, it's just Talonflame PZ again. Oh, hey, look, it's Lapras. Oh, look, Talonflame PZ. Oh, look, Lapras. There were 2 teams.
Yep.
There were like 2 or 3 teams.
There were
I feel
literally
like
2 or
that's-
3 teams.
I feel like that's only based on how long the format lasted. Like, I think out of all the formats, that's the one that had the least amount of time to develop.
This is true, but towards the end is when that happened. It wasn't the beginning. At the beginning, people were
Yes.
still trying stuff out. But then
wrong.
people were like, oh, yeah, either weakness policy with, like, Comfey. Also, this was peak ally switch. This was literally peak ally switch at the time. It was, like, weakness policy, self-proc Lapras with, like, Draining Kiss Comfey, or Giga Drain Comfey. Or it was that Gudra version where you, like, Giga Drain over and over again, Sap Super Gudra. Or it was literally just Life Orb PZ with Tailwind Talonflame. And that was it.
Let me just blow your mind about Series 6 and how much it was not developed at all. Colossal was legal. And it
Oh, yeah.
wasn't popular. Like, we didn't know about Colossal even being good yet.
Yeah.
We knew,
That's
but we
the
didn't
thing I
use
topped
it.
the ladder with. on
We were
Series
still in
6
denial.
ladder.
We were still in denial because Series 3 was when Colossal...
That's popped
No,
up.
it was Series 2. Series 2, Colossal had results consistently. But people refused to believe it was good because it was still, like... We still had the misconception that, like, weakness policy gimmicks were bad. But no, in Dynamax, they're always good. Weakness policy gimmicks always work.
Yeah.
So like
think,
we were in denial.
like,
It wasn't that
think-
Colossal was bad. It was we denied that it was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Series 6 is like some of the best building I think I've ever had ever. I was doing trick eject shit, but also with Colossal because the trick eject priority guy was Primarina. So like,
Oh,
with
yeah.
the Dust
I guess I
Clops,
think-
dude, like,
That was so
I
silly.
think the only good to come out of Series 6 was Rillaboom was gone for like a little bit. So Zarina we found out was good. Primarina we found out was good, and then Rillaboom came back, and now it's only Zarina that's still good.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forget Serena's like debut was Series 6. It wasn't Series 10. Feels like
Yeah.
Series
Yeah.
10, but it was Series.
I remember because in the
Yeah, I mean, they
women's
play
tour,
completely differently.
It was a lot of fun using Serena.
Yeah, like Zarina, Series 6 Zarina and Series 10 Zarina are two different Pokemon.
Oh, here's another thing about the grass types. To go back to that topic, by the way, another thing that's insane that just like that separates them from the other two firewater grass core dudes. They beat each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Serena triple axle. Goodbye Rillaboom. They all have U-turn. How about 50% off your health? Amoonguss sludge bomb. Venusaur sludge bomb. Fucking like. There's a reason I'm running Life Orb Whimsicott, and it's so I could double into a Rillaboom with triple axle Moonblast and kill it. Like, it's so stupid that I'm beating the same type with the same type. Like, that's never been a thing before. And the water types don't do that.
What
Unless
hurts
you're-
me is that some Rillaboom are running high horsepower. That one hurts me.
Yeah, that was me in your tournament.
I remember
but,
that, I
we don't
remember
talk about that.
Dude, I don't understand people that are running knockoff and like in like high horsepower when you can just
I've
run
converted.
when you
Yeah.
can just run Woodhammer and be
Woodhammer.
fine.
When
yeah,
I got
run
listen-
Woodhammer, predict Zarina. That's it. That's how you beat Kyogre.
Listen, when I got my Rillaboom walled by Kyogre sitting next to Serena, I was like, oh shit, I need to be Woodhammer.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
I was commentating that, because I commentated that in like the Discord, I was with Murkiri. I was like, does he not have Woodhammer?
No.
We were like, he was like, maybe he does. And then you high horsepower, and I was like, oh no.
I still
early-
finessed it. We take those.
The only matchups that fixes is like
Heatran.
Heatran, Fire types, Zacian, and
No,
even
it's not even Zacian.
then-
No, like
even
not
then,
even Zacian. You do like 30.
yeah, and even then, I honestly think that Woodhammer will probably do around
A
the
similar
same,
amount. Yeah.
like a
I'm
slightly
pretty sure
smaller amount.
I'm pretty sure they both break sub anyway, which is like the only reason that it would be doing anything else. Like,
Yeah, unboosted Woodhammers does like 10% more to Whimsicott than U-turn does. Like Woodhammer's always the correct choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
I learned that the hard way.
like fire types, and then you've got stuff on the team to fix that. You're running Rillaboom. You have Water Fire Grass. Use Urshifu, dipshit. You have a Volcarona on your team. Use that. It's like, what's the point? Just run Woodhammer and be able to beat the one thing you're made to beat.
Yeah. Rillaboom being like the most used Pokemon and having its moveset be like just so set in stone is funny to me. It's like it's the most optimized Pokemon right now.
Yeah.
But going back to the Series 6 thing, I just want to point out that Series 6 is just like extremely just like dumb to its very core, and it's like concept, removing the top 10 of both singles and doubles.
Yeah, that they should have
And
done it
some-
differently.
I
And then
did forget
so-
that they did it with singles as well.
And then somehow, out of everything that could have happened, Dusclops remained legal.
Yeah.
And Urshifu, by the way.
Yeah, because
How?
it was they needed
It
to do
literally
it.
dodged it. It dodged it, dude.
I deadass think that it was like oh shit, Urshifu's not like the most used Pokemon, and that's what we just released a DLC for. Let's make it viable. That's what it
Dude,
felt
that'd
like
be
to me.
so funny.
Like Urshifu and Dusclops. Fucking Dusclops were still legal.
Yeah.
How?
They needed
And
to- they needed to
Hippowdon
have-
was not legal. Hippowdon!
Powder was good in
Hippowdon
singles,
easily-
and the stupid
the
thing.
free Hippowdon memes.
this
Yeah, free Hippowdon,
free
bro.
I was so mad because right before the rule set was announced, I was legit considering Hippowdon as like a Cinderace counter. I was so like hyped about, yo, wait, I could calc this, it's gonna be so good. And then they banned it. I'm like, why in doubles? They needed to have taken
Gyarados
the stats
was
from
banned.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't differentiate.
Yeah, they
the
needed
two
to take
at all.
the
It does
stats
not make
separately.
sense.
It was wacky.
It was dumb.
Gyarados getting banned hurt.
And then like it was like P2 and like Gyarados and Hippowdon and like all the good guys. But yeah, it was whack.
Yeah.
To say, needless to say, to the point where, because I remember this specifically, the first Players Cup happened during Series 6. They reverted to Series 5 for the Players Cup.
Yeah. That was the weirdest decision I've ever seen made. It was like,
Series 6 wasn't a real format.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so now no one officially has to care about Series 6. You just made it useless. Thanks.
I can already tell that in the future, people like looking back on and reflecting on these formats, like Gen 8 as a whole, VGC, is going to be chaotic to talk about, considering the way that like the series flip-flop and like Series 7, Series 9, never mind, they're the same thing. Like that kind of bullshit.
Whole era was so confusing.
Next gen, people are gonna look back and be like, "Why did we play this video game?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just Pokemon fans always. Mm-hmm. They're currently doing that. Like
No one looks back at Generation 7 and says that was a bad competitive generation. It was bangers the whole way through, except for Moon Series.
I liked it in single.
I agree.
I
I can't think of one bad Gen 7 metagame as far as VGC goes.
Gen 7
Gen
was
7 NU.
18 before
Okay.
Incineroar was probably one of the worst ones.
It was just boring. I think
Yeah.
Incineroar made it like work.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It worked all together just to make a beautiful sandwich that shined.
That was back when you wouldn't get yelled at for running a fighting move on Incineroar.
Yeah, you could run low kick. You run low kick for Tita.
Yeah.
I shit you not, that could probably be used now just to beat other Incins.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe not
if
low
that's
kick.
the whole. Well, no, probably like super close combat or some shit. Because like, if you think about it, if it follows the trend of like, oh, the grass types are good at beating other grass types, well, fuck, might as well try to make the fire types beat the other fire types. Look at Entei running Stone Edge.
That is quite silly.
This is close combat Incineroar propaganda.
Yep.
At viewer.
Yep.
All right,
Speaking of at viewer, by the way, let us know how you felt about this longer episode of a podcast. We did a little bit of a shorter one last episode, so
yeah.
if you like this longer one more, or you like the shorter one more, let us know in the comments.
Even it out.
Yeah, I'm done. Cut it off.
Yeah. Oh, I hate all of you. They've been bashing Dynamax all day. I'm sitting here. I'm molding. Fuck you, Murkiri. Fuck you, Ash. Fuck you, Murkiri. Man.
The day we get haters is the day
I'm gonna
we
write
make
a
it.
mean YouTube comment about you guys.
Feet are fighting, dude.
I don't
I'm
like
kidding,
it
I
when
love
my
all of you.
Ubis fight.
Ash tweeted out when I was fighting Michael in the tournament, and I just wrote mommy sorry, and now I'm concerned that out of context people think that was at Ash.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I'm sorry.
Little did they know I'm the mommy.
Yeah, it's Atrix.
Yo, mommy Michael, mommy, my big mommy Milky's, mommy, and the episode, please, mommy.
Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe and all that YouTube
Yes.
stuff.
By
Stakataka.
almond milk.
End of
Hurry,
video.
do it
Goodbye.
before I lose my mind. Subscribe, please.
Stakataka. Sorry, Stakataka.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Stakataka.
Stakataka.
Stakataka. Sorry.
Stakataka.
Stakataka.